Center for Disease Control warns vampire outbreak imminent. Mystery killer disease may be spread by vampire bats. Hello Philippines and hello world. Welcome to 24 Hours. By just listening the headline, many of us may think that a patient who is affected by such a disease may transform into some kind of fang-gnashing, blood-drinking supernatural creature. However, this kind of transformation is only confined to the movies. Newsbeats will be given to you by Lay.
The vampire disease or Porphyria, which is its scientific term, is a set of genetic disorder in which an important part of the hemoglobin called heme is not made properly, which means there is malfunction of the hemoglobin production. People suffering from it face symptoms manifested by mythological vampires. Their skin is sensitive to sunlight, their urine is reddish to purplish in color, the gums are shrunk, making the teeth look more prominent and canine-like, and they have an adverse reaction to garlic. Other major symptoms include abdominal pain or cramping, only in some forms of the disease, problems with the nervous system and muscle, like seizures, mental disturbances, and nerve damage. Back to you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Lay. Take care. Up next, CDC or Center for Disease Control warns vampire outbreak imminent. Updates will be given to you after the commercial break.
Anong gagawin mo para makakain ka ng pansit canton?
Eh di seseryasahin ko na yung PE para pumayat na ako.
I'll be a suwan cum laude. Ang pet-pet ko, diba? Kakain na po ako ng gulay para tataba po ako.
Naliligo na po ako araw-araw.
I'll be a good citizen of the Philippines.
Lucky me, pansit canton, calamansi, favorite na mga kids. Lucky me. And for mommy and daddy, lucky me, chili mansi naman.
The Center for Disease Control has issued an urgent warning about the spread of a dangerous new disease. It is called vampirism or JAK1-SUC3 virus. According to the press release issued today by the CDC, there has been an alarming rise in the number of vampires-related deaths or undeaths over the last several years. In 2008, thousands of teenagers were diagnosed with the JAK1-SUC3 virus after displaying vampire-like traits and symptoms. The CDC, along with the help of federal government officials and stubborn boyfriends around the country, took steps to ensure that the disease was successfully contained and treated at that time. Unfortunately, it appears that the disease was not only laying dormant in those believed cured, but it was also spreading to other demographics at an unusually accelerated rate. No one knew to what extent until the full-blown epidemic hit in November of 2009. According to Dr. Abraham Van Helsing, and I quote, "We won't be fooled again. We've seen how the virus works. It explodes in a quick, overly emotional, lust-crazed display of vampire love only to die out, remain dead for a few months, then rise again. And while it may appear that the threat is gone, the virus is actually still simmering under the surface, boiling over inside the loins of the millions of infected. Based on our research, we believe that the next outbreak will occur in June of this year. We are putting out this statement now so that the public can be ready for it." End of quote. This is Lay Pagtalunan reporting. Back to you, Steph.
Once again, that is Lay Pagtalunan, updates from Venezuela.
A mysterious illness has killed at least 38 people in a remote patch of South American rainforest in recent months. Most, if not all, of the dead are Warao, an indigenous tribe native to northeastern Venezuela. The nation's health authorities are just beginning to tackle the disease, while early indications may point to bat-transmitted rabies, according to the New York Times. However, Without epidemiological studies and confirmatory lab work, that conclusion remains speculative, says Charles Ruppert, a tropical disease expert at the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in Atlanta. I quote, "One would hope that at least there is a proper field investigation going on." End of quote, he tells New Scientist. Rabies outbreaks, often spread by infected vampire bats, are not unheard of in South America, says Hervé Bourré, a virologist at the Pasteur Institute in Paris, France. Yet, they account for a fraction of the 50,000 to 60,000 rabies deaths worldwide each year, most of them in Asia and Africa and spread by dogs, he says. Back to you, Steph.
Thank you so much, Migs. And now, let's stop, look, and listen of Sasa's much-awaited and wisdom-filled Did You Know That segment. Sasa, come on in. Alright guys, did you know that there are about 8 different types of porphyria? Well, what you hear is right. There are really about 8 different types of porphyria. 4 of it actually can sometimes cause sensitivity to light. The first one would be erythropoietic porphyria, also known as porphyria or pseudoporphyria, with its acne. The second one would be congenital erythropoietic porphyria, or Psthe. The third one would be porphyria pigmentarda, and the last one would be variegated porphyria. Taking all forms of porphyria, they actually cause or afflict fewer than 2 million people in the United States. Based on European studies, the prevalence of the most common porphyria are the following. Porphyria pigmentarda, also known as Psthe, is 1 in 10,000. The most common acute porphyria, acute intermittent porphyria, also known as aminolevulinic porphyria, is about 1 in 20,000. And the most common erythropoietic porphyria. Erythropoietic porphyria, or EPP, is estimated at 1 in 50,000 to 75,000. Lastly, congenital erythropoietic porphyria, or CEP, is extremely rare, with a prevalence estimate of 1 in 1 million or less. And that's all for today with our Did You Know That segment. See you all tomorrow. Bye. God bless. And that's all for today with our trending news. I'm Stephanie Martin, and this is 24 Hours. See you.
Hello everybody! Kamusta naman kayong lahat? Mga kababayan, amoy ulam na ba kayo? My gosh! What you gonna do? Amoy pawis na ba kayo? Amoy usok na ba kayo? My gosh! What you gonna do?
Let's do the rabadabango. Down is rabadabango. When you rab ang damit. Bango, bango, bango. Marirelease. Step 1. I-rub ang sleeves. Itawid sa tik